There was a prophecy foretold before the time of man.
Hello, my name's Jackie. I'm a reenactor and history enthusiast. I'm also a jeweler, and one of my main interests is historical hair care. And after a recent video that I did with V of Miss Snappy Dragon, I had a lot of interest and a lot of people asking me questions about protective hairstyles that you can do using hairpins and hair sticks that are maybe based on historical hair care, or maybe they're more modern hairstyles but are still protective hairstyles that don't require the use of things that damage your hair, like elastics. So I made this video, and I'm hopefully going to make several more of different hairstyles that you can do using hairpins and sticks to get a more protective hairstyle without causing damage to your hair in the process. So the first thing that we need to go over is the difference between hairpins and hair sticks. As far as how I'm going to be referring to them, when I say hair pins, I'm going to be talking about any of the pins that have multiple legs. So all of these are examples of hair pins. So you all have multiple legs that go into your hair. Some of them are based off of historical pieces, like these two in my hand here, and some of them are more modern hairpins, like this one. Now, when I talk about hair sticks, I'm referring to just one stick. So this is one of my copper leaf hair sticks, and it's got a pretty hefty stick on it. And this one is one of my Celtic spiral hair sticks, and that one is just the one stick as well. So there's many reasons why people might want to use hairpins or hair sticks in their hairstyles. And one of the main reasons are because elastics cause a lot of damage to your hair. If you've ever had a ponytail line from wearing elastics, it's actually breakage at that point in your hair. So when you go and you brush your hair out, it's actually breaking at that point. And that's why you get a little bit more hair loss and you have the weird wispy bits that don't quite go up into your ponytail after you've worn it for a long period of time. So with hair pins and hair sticks, that is alleviated because you're not putting that extra pressure at one point with an elastic. The hairpins will actually hold your hair up using the hair that's underneath and still on your scalp. So you're not putting any extra tension on your hair. They've been used for thousands of years. Hairpins and hair sticks have a history that goes back to the ancient Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans, and they've even been found in a lot of Bronze Age and Neolithic graves as well. Not always metal ones, clearly, but we do have a little bit of preservation bias with more metal ones being preserved over wood or bone hairpins. They help with distributing weight. So if you're someone who gets a lot of headaches, like me, I have extremely long hair, and before I had the undercut, I would get a lot of headaches, and that was because I was wearing elastics in my hair. And with the hairpins, they help distribute the weight. Instead of having it all, again, on just one point where the elastic is, it's distributed across the whole back of your head because the pin goes in this side and comes out over here, so it's using all of that hair to help distribute the weight. These are also protective hairstyles. So if you're somebody who has hair texture like I used to have, then I still have that hair texture, but I dry my hair with it up in a bun. So I still get a lot of frizz on the ends from the curl. So if you're somebody who has a hair texture that gets matted or that likes to tangle up on itself, then you can use these protective hairstyles to help your hair stay in a bun or a ponytail instead of being down and getting tangled on itself. These also look a lot nicer than just throwing your hair up in a regular bun. I was in the military for 8 years. I wore my hair the exact same way for 8 years every single day. And it was a little bit damaging to my hair, not only because I was getting the ponytail lines and the breakage at the ends, but it was really boring. So these styles are also a good way to change it up, and they're ways that you can't get your hair to go up with an elastic. And last but certainly not least, if you're somebody who follows a more historical hair care routine, or you don't do everyday washing and you try to go for 1 week, 2 weeks, up to a month, I do 2 weeks or so between washes, and I'm getting to about that point right now. So if you have hair that you tend to follow that kind of routine, then you can use these hairstyles. They work really, really well when your hair is at that dirtier phase, and throw it up in one of these buns and it'll hold itself up and still look really nice. So the first style that we're going to do today is a basic cinnamon roll bun. And this is a very easy style to do. You can do it with almost any length hair, and it's really simple. If you're somebody who's like me and you have to be up at 4:30 in the morning to get ready for work, you can do it on autopilot. So the first thing you want to do is pull your hair back like you're going to put it up in a ponytail. And then I am going to turn around so you guys can get a better view. So you want to pull your hair back and gather it all up. I like to do mine as a lower bun, but you can do it higher up on your head. In fact, for this one, I will show you for the middle of your head here. And what you want to do is grab it and twist. And your hair is naturally going to want to flip on itself like this. Hold that with your other hand. And then twist and wrap it around. And you're just going to do that till you get to the ends. Now, if you want to use a hair stick, it's really easy to just go in to the upper right hand side or left hand side if you're left handed, either way. But you want to go in and kick it out to the side just a little bit so that you can go under the hair that's on your scalp here. Go under that scalp hair. And then when you come out the other side, don't just come straight out like this. You want to make sure you come up a little bit and you go through some of that hair on the other side. And that's not going anywhere. If you wanted to use a hair pin instead, like this one here, same thing. Go in on the upper right or left, kick it out a little bit, come back through, and grab some of that hair on the other side. And it's that easy. Next we'll be doing what I call the serpentine bun. The next style we're going to do is what I like to call the serpentine bun. And it's a lot fancier than the basic cinnamon roll bun, but you do have to have longer hair to be able to do this one. So I'm going to turn around again. And just like before, brush your hair back, and you're going to pull it straight back. And with this one, I like to do a bun that starts lower on the head. So you're just going to twist it like before and let it flip on itself, and hold that with the other hand. And wrap your hair around. Make sure your ends are kind of tucked up underneath there. And then all you're going to do is take this top coil, lift it up, and set it straight on your head so that you get this nice S shape. And I'm going to take a basic U-shaped hairpin here. And I'm going to go in the upper right just like before and kick it out just a little bit so that it can go underneath this hair that's still on my scalp. And then when I come through the other side, I want to make sure I go through the hair on the bottom there. And it's a nice S-shaped bun and it looks a little bit fancier. Now you can do the same thing with a hair stick. I am going to use this Celtic spiral one and I'm going to go in the top here, come out and grab some of the hair that's on my scalp and then come out the other side. It's super secure and it looks a lot nicer than a basic bun. And the best thing about this is I can do it in 20 seconds. So if you're looking for something that looks a little bit nicer for an everyday hairstyle but still doesn't require a lot of effort in the morning, this is my go-to. This is how I do my hair pretty much every day for work. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate all of the comments and everything that I got on the video with V. If you're interested in watching that, I will put it in the description below. I don't know how to, I'll see if I can figure out how to link it to the video. But I appreciate everybody and all the support. If you do like this video, I would appreciate hitting the like button below and maybe subscribing if you want to see more of these. Let me know what hairstyles you want to see next in a comment down below. And if you try either of these two hairstyles, then by all means, show me some pictures on Facebook and Instagram. It's Rigger Crafts, R-I-G-R, Crafts, C-R-A-F-T-S, on both of those, Facebook and Instagram. And if you do share those styles, be sure to tag me. Also, if you're interested in getting any of these hairpins or learning more about historical hair care and starting your own historical hair care journey, we have our hair care kits and all of our hairpins on our website. It's riggercrafts.com. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.